All right. Whew, that was a lot louder this time. Okay, good morning, everybody. So we are hoping to get started right on time. See, everybody's coming in, which is great. If you all would be so kind as to make sure to silence your cell phones out of respect of our graduates today. And then I'm going to just give a quick call to the folks that are holding our graduates in room 6 and make sure they're ready to go. And then we should be getting started here any second. Are we ready? We're just waiting for the secret signal from room 6 that we're ready to go. welcome. Welcome family, friends, community members, and parents to our 2002 graduation. Just so y'all know, 2022, just so y'all know, we do have quite a few seats up here still in front if people in the back are wanting somewhere to sit rather than stand. All right. My name is Haley Ketcher, and it has been my privilege to have served as the principal of Al Kennedy High School this year. I would like to begin the ceremony by doing some introductions. First off, I want to welcome our board members that were able to attend the ceremony today. Sherry Durst Higgins, Dustin Benson, and Jerry Sedgwick. Other esteemed guests, our superintendent, Dr. Yvonne Curtis, and the Director of Teaching and Learning, Jim Smith. I would like to honor our outstanding staff here at Al Kennedy High School. The staff is dedicated, compassionate, and strive every day to help Kennedy make their positive presence known in our community. Teachers, will you please stand as I introduce you and remain standing so that we may show our appreciation to you. Brandy Baker-Rudice, David Heritage, Jessica Martinez, Chuck Fitz, Ryan Carroll, Matt Hall, Danny Henson, and Corey Coleman. Thank you all for your efforts in making a difference in the lives of the young people of College Grove. There are other very important individuals that I would also like to recognize. These folks serve in support roles for students, parents, staff, and myself, and all members of the Al Kennedy community. Would you please stand to be recognized when I call your name? Jolie Presley, Office Manager. Jen Bucco, Office Manager and Attendant. Shannon Grossi, SEL Specialist. Jennifer Powell, Garden Assistant. Courtney Rose, Community Resource Specialist. Rhonda Cranmer, Kitchen Manager. Dina Stockdale, Custodian. And Jerry Rapier, Volunteer. Thank you for all that you do for the Kennedy High School family. I would like to acknowledge the two empty chairs that sit next to our podium. Many people in our graduating class have lost loved ones on their journey towards graduation. Mothers, fathers, grandparents, family members, and friends that have passed away during the 13 years that these students have been in school. These chairs represent the loved ones that, although lost, have not been forgotten. I imagine people sitting in these chairs being a part of this important stage of our students' lives. I would like to take a moment of silence to honor those that could not be with us here today. Thank you. It is a privilege to introduce the first student that will be speaking on behalf of the class of 2022. She is a student that has been a leader here at Kennedy. Her actions have helped to create a positive environment by being a role model for her peers, remaining level-headed and persevering through challenges. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Chloe Stroh.
She's a lot taller.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Okay. So, I'm Chloe, in case you didn't catch on to that. So to start off, Haley, our principal, gave me a layout for this speech. She asked me to explain how I got to Kennedy. My first response would have been, for most of the year, my boyfriend Tristan drove me. But realistically, it was the 26.5 credits that I needed to make up in order to graduate this year. I strongly believe that without the support of the staff, my family, and my friends, I would not be standing here nervously making this speech. I think I speak for my entire class when I say that Kennedy has made a huge impact on our lives. I want to personally address some things that I, as well as I'm sure my class, are thankful for. So I'd like for my class to raise their hand for a few things. First off is I want you to raise your hand if you're thankful for Haley checking in with us to make sure we were able to be here today. I want you to raise your hand if you're thankful for Jen's dedication and helpfulness when running the office, and for keeping the jar of candy on the counter full. Shannon, who couldn't be here today, for basically being a counselor and keeping her door open when we needed breaks from learning. This may not apply to everyone, but the ladies in the staff room for being so resourceful and helpful when needed. The countless memories and field trips that we've done this year. And especially for our teachers for making sure we had everything we needed. Also for being easily distracted by random questions that gave us a break from those long lessons, like asking Danny about Iraq and Iran. We may or may not have used that to our advantage. Moving on, I want to congratulate my class for making it this far. We're closing one chapter and opening another. We've wanted this day to come for so long, and now that it's here, it's almost bittersweet. We may not have all grown up together, but our high school years have been one hell of an experience. We made it through freshman year. We made it through a longer than expected spring break. We made it through distance learning. We made it through social distancing and masks in class. Our final step is making it through graduation. This is the easy part. I'm so proud of all of you for making it this far, and I wish the best for every one of you. Whether it be finding an awesome job or going off to college, you're all going to do amazing things. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Chloe. I'm excited to introduce the second student speaker. I've had the pleasure of working with this student throughout their entire high school experience. I am so proud of her for being willing to self-reflect, take ownership of her choices, and demonstrate the courage to rise above difficult circumstances and grow and succeed. The progress that I have seen her make over the past 3 years deserves to be celebrated. It is with great pride that I introduce Nikita Smith.
We're the perfect height, so this is perfect. I mean, same. Nick Maisky to everyone. That's good morning in my language. My first 2 years of high school were rough. I was facing narcotic addiction. My freshman year, I had no faith in myself to graduate. My sophomore year, doing online was not as bad compared to the previous year. This school year, it was sort of complicating because it was my first year of high school being clean. The first half of this year, attending in person changed my perspective on how I want to live my life. I relapsed one time, spoke up about it, and instead of being judged, I was helped. Before I carry on with the rest of my speech, there is one person I am truly grateful for, the one person I am truly grateful for is my principal, Haley Ketcher. Haley, I might cry saying this, but you've witnessed all my years of high school, You didn't just witness that, but you watched me procrastinate on planting my seed, plant my seed, water my garden, and see me grow. This might be inappropriate, but in a way you are my school mom. You showed me you care, and I've never said this. Haley, I love you as a human being. And I thank you so much for being the best principal for the best school. You are an important role model in my life. You see, I've never been able, or let alone allowed myself to see where I stand today. It wasn't until I started attending here that I actually felt secure and wanted by the school community. I want to take this time to thank every staff member at this school for showing and teaching me how to be okay with myself and for the massive support they gave me. The main person I would love to give a special thank you to is Shannon. Every day, she put up with me and listened to me. She is my top favorite staff member, and I would also love to acknowledge my peers in Jess's GED class. I'm proud that you guys are also standing here today, ready to be handed a well-deserved diploma. And Jess, I'm happy that you were the one who helped me through everything in the last 6 weeks. You are a wonderful human, and the same goes for every staff member here at AKHS. The next time I fulfill a huge accomplishment, I assure you, I will be a massage therapist. I wanted to leave a greater impact rather than keeping an image of me from what I brought here as a soul. I want to share a part of a song I wrote while battling addiction and other obstacles. I want to share it because I want to show people that the impossible can be turned into I am possible. Starting quote, did your pupils see my pain? Did my lesson echo through your labyrinth, settling in your brain? Little adolescent, focus on your life, it's an important lesson. Raise your hand with your voice, asking for help is a great question. Learning more is an amazing impression. Stay in your lane and tread cautiously with refreshment. Every day is a new day. If you want to see the rainbow, you're going to have to put up with the rain. Surface runoff flowing pain, evaporating it all into your brain. Condensation overflowing, precipitate by pulling out the drain. Let your tears replace the rain. Let go, don't embrace the pain. Tomorrow's a new day. Sorry to spoil the ending for you, but everything will be okay. Ending. Wanting to finish high school and actually doing it isn't hard when you have staff and peers that are phenomenal when it comes to caring. Now that is a community, and this is a community. Thank you to everyone who showed up today, and congratulations to the class of 2022. I'm so proud of you guys.
Okay. Thank you, Nikita. So here we are on this rainy spring day. We gather here today to celebrate graduates. And though it feels like a typical graduation ceremony, these are no typical high schoolers. This year marks the second full year that they have attended high school. Their sophomore year was interrupted by a 2-week freeze that was intended to flatten the curve, and then resulted in them not being able to fully return to school until this year, their senior year. It was not only in-person classes that these students missed out on. They missed out on high school dances, they missed out on sports, clubs, socializing with their classmates, and the list goes on and on. These outstanding young people lived through a pandemic that completely disrupted all aspects of their high school experience. As a result, many of them faced setbacks. Most of them came to Al Kennedy High School a year behind in credits, but all of them came to Al Kennedy High School with the same goal of making it across this stage today. And reaching that goal was no easy task. And not only did they need to pass all of their scheduled classes, they needed to earn back all of the credits that they had missed through additional online classes, independent study classes, working on Kennedy Conservation Corps, and attending field trips on their days off. The effort these students put in to be here today in front of us is tremendous. Although it was not typical and not easy, the students before us faced challenges set before them, and they succeeded. Graduating from high school is something to celebrate, and certainly something to be proud of. Graduating from high school during a pandemic, now that's profound. A famous French writer once said The greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. These graduates have demonstrated their capacity to face challenges head-on. Their ability to put in the work needed to achieve the goal, their perseverance to keep going even after setbacks, and their bravery to ask for help along the way. They have shown their ability to truly do whatever they put their mind to. There are not enough words for me to express how proud I am of every one of them. As I always say, you are the master of your own destiny. And the destiny that awaits these outstanding young graduates has the potential for greatness. I cannot wait to see what their futures take them, where their futures take them, and what amazing feats they will accomplish. Congratulations, you have earned it. One of the core beliefs of our school is that we strive to establish meaningful relationships with all of our students. Many of these students have overcome barriers and complications and yet have still found a way to accomplish their goals. Today, we recognize 40 students that have achieved their goal of earning their high school diploma or their GED. At this time, our staff would like to introduce and share a few words about each of the graduates. Our first speaker will be Danny Hansen.
Sorry, there was a side conversation in the back of the class. Please welcome our first graduate, Anthony Poole. Hello, Anthony. Anthony, your honesty is your greatest asset because you are able to imbue it with humor, insight, and genuine care. It has been an absolute privilege to work with you, and I feel better about the world knowing that you will be making a place in it. Ike Stewart. I admire so much the way you are able to examine the world both externally and internally, with one foot in the physical and one in the spiritual. Keep following your path, and I know it will take you someplace good. Andrew Bruner. Andrew, you are perceptive, bold, and creative. The world needs people like you who see things for what they are and for what they can be. I know that you will find so many opportunities to connect with people whose lives will be vastly improved by your presence and your imagination. Thank you. Please welcome Chuck Fisk.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming. Slightly challenging day. Anyway, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce our next graduate, Mr. Dylan DeVoe. All right. For me, teaching is a way for me to be a lifelong learner. In fact, every student I've ever had over the last quarter century has taught me at least one thing. Dylan helped me learn patience when it comes to bureaucracy. He was ready to get his GED the day he started. Of course, however, he was held up for weeks waiting for everyone to do its job. A lesser student might have given up waiting. However, he hung in there. He achieved his goal. Way to go, Dylan. All right. The next student I have the pleasure to introduce is Haley Intros. Well, when it comes to talking about Haley, I'm a little sad. She came to our group with such determination and skill that she was awarded her GED in a few weeks, record time. We didn't have much time working together, and that's what makes me a little sad. Even though she accomplished what she set out to do, and that's a good thing. The confidence I have in her future makes the sadness go away. So, good luck, Lily. Alrighty, and our next speaker is Mr. David Heritage.
Hello. We're going to get Trinity Fenn up here. A couple of years ago during the distance learning lockdown, I got a phone call out of the blue from Trinity Fenn asking to re-enroll in school, and I passed her on to the office, and we got her here, and while other people, were, having a rough time with it, when Trinity stepped up and took ownership, and we're so proud of her for finishing what she started, and it's been wonderful to watch you grow on field trips, and like the one to the aquarium was one of your favorites, and just really proud of you for growing into such a wonderful young woman, so congratulations, Trinity. Next we have Trinity Reeves. Trinity, it was great to have you in cohorts, and I know that it was great to transfer over to Jess's GED class. It was fun when I got to come and sub for Jess when she was going on trips and have great conversations with you. I know that you are proud of persevering to the end despite the difficulty, and we are so proud of you too. So congratulations, Trinity. All right. Andrew Zumwalt. Andrew is an absolutely remarkable hard worker. I believe he got more than 100% in my classes, and I never give more than 100% because as a math teacher I know there's no such thing as more than 100%. But Andrew persuaded me to give him more than 100% because he was so awesome at getting things done on time, working hard, and he's really proud of graduating 3 months early, and that's because he's worked so hard. So congratulations. Next we have Jaden Poltera. Alright, so my favorite memory of Jaden at Kennedy was when they came in and with their mom to give a herpetology presentation where they brought a bunch of snakes and lizards and various other reptiles, but also a hedgehog, which was pretty amazing. So we're very proud of Jaden for graduating and for doing it with style. So congratulations. Our next speaker is Brandy Baker Rudisell.
So the first student I have honor to bring up is Michelle Cervantes Martinez. Michelle came into my class this year, and right away I knew she was a fabulous student by her smile. And the diversity the student has overcome is moving. She's always kind and happy. She's a friend to everyone here at Kennedy, and it's just that smile that just makes me happy every time she walks through the door. She's going to be an amazing person, and I'm so proud of her. So there's a running joke that I'm related to all the students here at Kennedy. But this year I was only related to 3, so I'd love to bring up my beautiful cousin Luna Russell. Luna, we were privileged to have her for all 4 years of her high school. Her favorite part was the field trips here at Kennedy. She tried to go on every single one. And she's gone all over the state with us. And her goal in life is to open up a bakery and a restaurant. And I want to congratulate Luna because we're so proud of you, and so is our family. Now, this is a little unusual. I have a couple students out in the crowd that were graduates, and I want to honor them. The first one being Emily Cadwell. And we're very proud of you, hon, and we miss you. And the next one is Ryan McCormick. Love having that guy in class. He was our first graduate. I think he was out in September. And if I missed any graduates in the class, I just didn't see you. I'm proud of you. All right. The next student I have the honor of knowing since they were a little girl and spent a lot of time with me on the river, and that's Sadie Lee Cooper. I'm going to start crying on this one. Sadie Lee plans on going to the Air Force. She wants to be their game warden or a state trooper. She's one of the most strongest people I have ever met. I'm so proud of her for who she's become and what a wonderful woman she is. This kid I've known since she's been in her mom's belly. She lives 3 houses down from me, and I've got to watch her grow up, and that's Sophia Ray Harrington. So next year, well, Sophia was a wild card. She surprised us, and we didn't even know she was going to graduate. All of a sudden, we realized, oh my gosh, she's got all the credits. So we had to scramble to help her get enrolled in college and all the little things that we have to do that we had no idea that she was going to graduate. But she's going to Central Oregon Community College next year. Her ultimate life goal is to become a professor of anthropology. Her favorite part of Kennedy was the crazy adventures on the bus. And we're gonna really miss her humor here at Kennedy. She's an amazing student to have around in the classroom. Congratulations. And the next teacher I have the honor of introducing is Jessica Martinez.
Are we good? Okay. So my first student, my first student I'm going to talk about is Gabby Darrow. Hi, Gabby. Hi. I said it once, and I'll say it again. You are like much cooler than I will ever be. She's really cool, man. And when you were such a pleasure to have in class. You came in focused, determined to graduate. You put in your headphones, you studied, you asked questions, and you accomplished everything that you set out to do. We're super proud of you, and make sure to send me a postcard as you travel around the world. All right, my next student I'm going to talk about is Nylan Breidler. Hi, Maddie. Hi. I just want to let you know that you are a fabulous person, and I'm really, really glad that you got to be a part of my class. You weren't even there for very long at all, right? You came in, you were super determined to graduate. You actually graduated a year early. I know you're going to be an amazing cosmetologist. Look at the lashes. Just make sure to let me know when you graduate so I can come and get like my hair and nails done and stuff like that. Fabulous, thank you. All right, my next student is Cheyenne Burtz. Hi, Cheyenne. Hi, I want to just let everybody know that Cheyenne single-handedly convinced me to buy a comfy. If you don't know what they are, they're like a Snuggie, except way better. You wore them, I think, every day. Yeah, it was great. So thank you for that. It's been a game changer. But really, we're really proud of you for setting your goal of graduation, putting in the work, and making it happen. You're really kind. Your calm demeanor is going to really serve you well as you go on to become a dental hygienist. I think that's great. And also, same thing if you travel to Greece, please send me a postcard. Hey, congratulations, Cheyenne. Okay, my last student I'm going to talk about is Nikita Smith. I really am like, what do I talk about? Her speech is so fabulous. But we're really proud of you for showing up this year, not just physically, but also mentally. And I really think that that's what helped you accomplish your goal. I can't look at you while I'm talking. We're going to miss you here at Kennedy. Your passion for learning about yourself, others, the world around you, and always being positive and having really wise words. That's what sets you apart, and that's what's going to help you accomplish whatever it is you set your mind to in the future, whether it's massage therapist or social studies teacher. We're all really proud of her, so congratulations, Nikita. Next up to speak is Corey Coleman.
No, I gotta get real high. There we go. There you go. All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Corey Coleman. I was a student teacher this year. That's okay. I just want to say it's been a privilege and honor to be a part of this community. Al Kennedy is a unique schooling experience, and the kids here are wonderful. The first student that I want to speak on behalf of is Carson Sales. First, I want to say, you're looking real fresh today, buddy. All right, so the first ever conversation I had with Carson, it wasn't about academics. It was about my Toyota pickup. You'd hear Carson before you'd see him. He'd be coming into school or, leaving for lunch. I just got to say that you're a special kid, not in just your passion for your pickup, but the way that you were actively engaged in my class and the hard work that you have put forth this year. And as I said, it's a privilege and honor to speak on your behalf. And that being said, I'm so excited for what you're going to do in your future. Thank you. All right, our next student is Chloe Stroh. Now, when we were going around asking what students we wanted to speak for, it was pretty much unanimous. Corey, you got Chloe. And I was like, all right. So I just got to say, Chloe's had my back in the classroom as a student teacher. Learning how to teach is rugged, especially those first few weeks. And Chloe always had my back, and I appreciate it. And another thing is, we go fishing during fishing class, and I'd be talking smack. There's not a lot of people that can outfish me, but Chloe's one of those people. She routinely outfished me, but yeah, she's a special person and a natural-born leader, and I'm gonna miss her deeply. With that being said, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. last student that I'm going to speak on is Jason Travis. All right, Jason's energy is incredible. If anybody was at the prom, you know what I'm talking about. He was wilding. All right. But in all seriousness, Jason's got a huge heart, and his care for his friends is evident. I'm going to miss seeing him in class. I always remember Jason, he'd be like, hey, how are you, Corey? Like every day, and like, especially those first few weeks, like I said, it's pretty tough, and I needed that. So that being said, that construction outfit you got a job with, they're lucky to have you, and I'm excited to see what you do in your future. All right, our next speaker is the legend, Matt Hall.
Okay, I would like to present to you Nano Giffen. So Nano came to us during the dark days of the pandemic when we had to do everything with masks on and it got to be a real drag. Anyway, so we worked together through one planting season down around the East planting bulbs out there in East Wildlife area, and he made it through that, which shows perseverance, because it sounds easy but it's not, it gets really tiresome. Then, one rainy Friday when he was the only person who showed up for crew, we figured out how to apply for the Douglas firefighting agency down in Douglas County. And he spent the summer fighting wildfire. Then he came back to work for us for another planting season, and then he's earned enough credits to graduate. And now I'm sure that you will succeed at whatever you put your mind to. And now I'd like to speak for Taylor Hill. Taylor worked with me in the garden and on crew all this year, and I think he's the only person that has probably like 99.9999999% attendance. I think he missed one crew day throughout the whole school year, which is amazing. He is a man of very huge talents. He knows a lot of things that he learned, skills that he learned from his father, and so he was a great help in the garden. If there was anything that I was a little bit worried about doing, like some plumbing or something, I'd be like, Taylor, do you know how to do some plumbing? He'd be like, yeah, sure. You know how to put the Teflon tape on? I'd be, oh yeah. He'd explain to me how to put the Teflon tape on, which I've always found challenging, and I immediately forgot how to do it. But anyway, he did it for me, so he's been a great help to me throughout this year, made my horticulture class really easy to deal with. Thank you so much, Taylor. I know you're going to do really well. And the next speaker is Ryan Carroll.
It's hard following an Englishman. The first student I want to call up is Tristan Cruden. When I first met Tristan this last fall, I was immediately struck by three things. One, his ability to charm with words. Tristan put the art back in language arts. Number two, his ability to use class time to search up and buy parts for his truck while at the same time earning credits. And number three, did I mention his ability to charm with his words? Since that time, Tristan has risen to the challenge of earning his diploma. He's shown a willingness to not only speak, but to listen and to take feedback from others, including myself, and is a leader among his peers and an advocate for others. Tristan is also a devoted horseman and a writer, and I'm going to truly miss him next year as he begins his next steps in Bend, Oregon this summer. Tristan, congratulations. Emma Ish, would you please come up? Emma about having you as a student this year has been getting to be around your infectious laughter and your willingness to stand up for what you believe and what you think is right. Emma has a powerful voice of advocacy. Emma also loves to sing, and we did a lot of karaoke in class. Emma is also a devoted lover of her horse and trains hard almost every day and on the weekends to develop her craft in equestrian riding. Emma also began learning Russian this year and has worked so hard, has got herself a private tutor, has been learning the culture, and comes in every day trying to tell me new things she's learned in Russian. And all I can say is, Emma, we're going to miss you. Do svidaniya on your trip. And last but not least, let's give it up for Isaac Steer. Isaac, I got to know him this year as a thoughtful, caring young man who values friendships, his faith, and doing the right thing. Isaac loves sport and dedicated himself to as a 3-sport athlete this year at Cottage Grove High School in football, basketball, and track and field. In Isaac, you see today an Al Kennedy graduate who this spring became the 4A state champion in high jump. We are very excited for Isaac's next steps as he heads off to Umpqua Community College to begin working toward his degree in criminal justice, as well as to continue his athletic career at the collegiate level. Isaac, we're very proud of you. Congratulations. And with that, I hand it back over to Haley Ketcher.
Graduates of the class of 2022. You are such an important part of the Al Kennedy community. This community will be yours for life. You stand here with graduates who, like you, will challenge the world, graduates who will change the world, and who will carry Kennedy with them in all that they do. Know that while you leave Kennedy today, you do not leave it behind. Kennedy has changed each of your lives, and you have changed Kennedy just as much. You have been part of the evolution, part of its evolution, and have left your mark. And we hope that you will return here often. Graduates, yours has been an extraordinary and unprecedented journey that called for extraordinary and unprecedented resiliency in the face of a pandemic. You answered the call, and you did what it took to graduate. On behalf of the staff at Al Kennedy High School, we wish you all the very best of luck in pursuing your dreams and achieving greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2022 graduating class of Al Kennedy High School. Congratulations, graduates. Here at Al Kennedy High School, one of our traditions is that we sing our graduates out as they leave. The song includes all 40 of the graduates, even those that were not able to make it today. As you guys probably saw the insert in the program, those are the lyrics of the song. And the students that were not able to attend today's ceremony are the ones that we start with. Please enjoy the song and the video that was produced by David Heritage, Matt Hall, and Danny Henson. And thank you all for coming to honor these outstanding young people.
Micah loves dogs and now we hope that her future is fun. Jack gives advice to his friends and his peers. His wisdom is beyond his years. Aiden succeeded in life and in school. He finished early, isn't that cool? Angelina, someone you want on your side. We will miss here, this can't be denied. Learning is everywhere, and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls. Preston's a hard worker in life and school. He thinks engineering is cool. Trevor would often be seen wearing shorts. His brain is a powerful force. Owen was focused on his GED. His hustle was something to see. Paige always wore her favorite color red. With her GED she moves ahead. Learning is everywhere, and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls. Hunter's eyeliners as sharp as her mind. To her friends she was always real kind. Emily Cadwell loves growing her plants, and she wears her tie-dye pants. Aiden is friendly and smart with his mind. His GED tests are behind. Ellie likes horses, and that's a known fact. With her GED, no looking back. Learning is everywhere, and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls. Zane is a man who stands out in a crowd. He earned his GED, we are proud. Ryan likes programming and his computer. That Heinz sure is a straight shooter. Awesome red car driving friend to us all. We will miss Mr. Bull in the fall. I really pulled this one out of the hat. Buddha would say he's on the path. Learning is everywhere, and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls. Andrew is tall and he is very kind. His nails are as sharp as his mind. Dylan is done now, so we all are cheering as he moves to electric engineering. Haley is one on whom we could rely. It's so sad to say our goodbye. Trinity, a leader, has come very far. In class and life, she's a star. Learning is everywhere, and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls. Teaching hard math to your classmate a smile. We will miss Trinity and all your style. In class he was always ahead on his work. There's no hard job Andrew will shirk. Jaden takes care of their creatures so well. They got their work done right at the bell. Michelle has the mettle to weather the storm. She's going to be a great mom. Learning is everywhere, and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls. Luna treats all who she meets with great care, so first of our grads in 2022. Ryan, we are so proud of you.
Say the Lisa, and now she'll be outside, hunting, fishing, and working with pride.
Sophia is so funny and worked really hard. This year she was a wild card. Learning is everywhere and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls.
Radical fashion and music on blast. Gabby worked so hard in her class.
Maddie's straightforward, needs no apology. Now she's off to study cosmetology.
Caring for creatures and always being kind. Cheyenne conquered her goals with her mind.
Nikita shows cultural pride every day. With words she always had a way. Learning is everywhere and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls. Every day Carson showed up in his motor. Check him out low, right in his Yoda.
Our Calvin Chloe's a good friend to all. It's challenge and she will stand tall.
Jason loves trucks and can sing country roads. He'll excel in life, we suppose.
Nano Giffen fought fires last year. It seems it's gonna be his career.
Learning is everywhere and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls. Taylor's proficiency with tools is quite rad. He says he learned all from his dad.
Tristan can talk his way through a tough spot. We will miss this cowboy lot.
Emma will tell you the weather in Russian. In the future, he knows she'll be crushing.
We're proud of Isaac Kennedy's track star. We know that he will go far.
Learning is everywhere and teachers we are all. At Kennedy, the classroom has no walls.
All right, thank you all for coming. If you all want to make sure to take your poster for your graduates so that they can have the special messages